Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at the new for January 2024 Lego City Emergency Rescue Helicopter set. This is set number 60405. It has 226 pieces, and I paid $20 for this set. Set looked really interesting to me. I tend to like some of the first responder, EMT, fire rescue, different city stuff, and I recently looked at a different Lego helicopter, and I've had mixed feelings about how Lego does helicopters, and I wanted to check out this one. I've always also thought that city sets are kind of overpriced, and part of that is because of the age range for the theme, but this seemed actually like a pretty good value. I mean, as far as a $20 set goes, it probably feels about right, and it could potentially be one that will be on sale in the future. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see after I build it what my thoughts are on the value here, but it was one that I was really interested in when it was announced, so I decided to pick it up for retail. So in this video I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. While I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So, until then, enjoy! Okay, so while we look at this Lego City Emergency Rescue Helicopter set, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and then remind you, if you like the video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. That helps me a lot. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the help. So thank you. And then I wanted to talk about the build. So we start out here with a little bit of a bigger hull-ish type piece and a nice color, that kind of teal-ish color there. We start working on the back of the cab as well as the cockpit with some different details, like the controls, the levers, kind of joystick type things, as well as a panel. Then we move on to the rear and finish out the cab. We do have some stickers on this set, and then we start building on the top, which will include some extra details, some nice colors, and the kind of rotary blades there. And this came together relatively quickly, but I think it's a super fun set. We have a little bit of Technic here for the kind of skis or the landing gear or whatever. We can add the winch, which is a really fun feature, add the canopy, and then add all the blades. So that's it. And now on to my review for this set. Okay, so this is the Lego City Emergency Rescue Helicopter set. It's been a long time since I built this. I have a kind of a little bit of a backlog of sets that I built but haven't reviewed yet, or somewhere else in the editing process or uploading process and all this stuff. So it's actually been a long time since I built this, so I'm just getting reacquainted with it. But this is really neat, and there's a lot to talk about, and so we will get right into this. And the first thing we will talk about is the minifigures, because you do get some. You get 3 minifigures in this Lego City set, this emergency rescue helicopter. So I'm actually going to start with this one. So this is a character that has like a flare there, has a shirt with a kind of mountaintop thing, maybe a climber or hiker or something. They have a backpack piece here and kind of a beanie, sort of a hat there as well. You can see their face. They're looking pretty surprised and scared, perhaps worried. Got some facial hair there. We do have an alternate face that is a lot more I think calm. So we get that. This is potentially the person to be rescued. So good to get that. And then we get 2 like emergency rescue personnel here, and that's for some very specific things. So the first one I'll show is this one. It has kind of this like dark teal with the reflective printing on the legs there. The torso is that like reflective kind of high visibility yellow, which is really, really nice. Also has the like silver and the high vis there. Nothing on the arms, nothing on the midsection, but there is printing on the legs, like I said. This facial expression is pretty standard, no alternate face. On the back we get kind of like a city paramedic, emergency kind of ambulance, EMT sort of thing here on the back, so that's really, really nice. And this character does have a hairpiece, which is awesome, and we can put a helmet on there. There's two different kind of helmets in this set that these characters wear, so this is maybe the one for like the pilot of the helicopter there. It has kind of the cutout for the nose area, different visor than normal, but I always appreciate when LEGO includes hair pieces for these characters. And then we have another emergency response person here, which I believe the torso and the legs are the exact same. So we can see this person here. They do have kind of a unit on their back. They also have kind of a helmet up here, which is not with a visor or anything, but we can see they have some glasses or goggles printed on the face there. No alternate face, but I will take off this backpack unit so we can see the torso there, but the torso and the legs are the same as the other characters, so we still have the high vis, kind of the reflective metallic printing, same on the legs. Back has the little emblem there. This character also comes with a hairpiece, so always appreciate that. And then essentially we have this character with this backpack that's super simple. It's just 1, 2, 3 pieces here, and it plays into some of the storytelling and some of the function in this set. So I will put this back together, and those are the 3 minifigures here. You know, I'm glad to see the printing on the legs for these emergency response people. I think the person who might need assistance or help is fine. I think the hat's cool. I don't. The backpack is nice. It's kind of, I think, a somewhat newer mold for the back print, or the backpack here rather. So that's good to see. Glad they have an alternate face. That makes sense. We also get this like not a gurney, but a kind of what do they call these? A bed for people to lay on, to be carried in, to be departed. Is it a, what is it called? Not a, I don't know, but a gurney or something to carry people. And then the rest of the set is this emergency response or emergency rescue helicopter. So this is pretty cool here. It's got a big footprint because the rotary kind of blades there and the tail, but there's a good amount in the kind of base of this too, or the main body, the main hull, fuselage, whatever it might be called. So really cool. There are stickers in this set, so I'll point those out. We have one right here, sticker on the back, sticker on the side. I think that is all of the stickers. So just those 3, they're all identical. They all have the same kind of emblem that is on the back of the minifigures. Those could have been prints. Stickers is not too big of a deal, so that's fine. And we can dig more into this set. So looking at the bottom, this is built using kind of a bigger kind of hull piece here in that nice teal color, and then has some different stuff in the middle. These are kind of those like step pieces that are like this and then go up, a smaller one, a shorter one like that. So that's very nice. We have a little bit of Technic used for the kind of landing gear here, or the struts or whatever these might be. So we land on that. At the kind of moving up, we have the cockpit, which has this really nice piece for the kind of windscreen visor canopy there inside. We do have space for 2 minifigures to sit, including one that can sit back there with their backpack on, I believe. So let me put this character in there. I'm not sure if the helmet can stay on or not. Oh, absolutely it can. And I will put this character up front a little bit so we can get two minifigures in there. So you have the printed kind of console there, a couple joysticks on either side. There's space for the two of them to sit, including the backpack kind of thing being in there as well. We can close this up. You can see it's got some openings here, some pretty big openings here. That's a little bit unfortunate, but it's also not that big of a deal for a set like this. I don't mind that. I don't know if they make a piece that could make that a little better, and if these were built up more, I'm not sure how easy it would be to get the characters in and out. I do wonder if there's not a way to make that gap a little bit smaller by attaching something to the kind of windscreen piece that could fold up with it. I can imagine something like that being really good, but as it stands, this is open. It's not perfect, but it's not that bad either. I'm just really glad that both characters can fit in there without like modifying them, without taking off their accessories or anything like that. So that's really, really great, and that's kind of the cockpit area there. I liked the color blocking here with the kind of change of like the teal and then the high vis kind of yellow through there. There are some spots throughout this that have different translucent colors. I think green, red, and maybe some clear ones, but we could see I think we have red right here. Might be a little hard to see. On the other side, I believe we have green, so those are maybe lights there, which is nice. And we also have the rear here, kind of the cabin, so to speak. There's not chairs back there. It's tiled out in the middle, so it's not seats, and that's open as well. There's no like active doors. I think these kind of bar elements coming off these bricks could be maybe door handles that are slid open or something, or they could be just things, other places to hang accessories, to hang things on, or something else of that nature. But we do have another rather big opening here. I think part of the reason the one up front doesn't bother me as much is because the back has a pretty big opening as well. So I don't think that's too big of a deal. It doesn't feel like it looks terribly out of place to me. At the top, we have these really nice pieces in the high vis yellow there, these kind of nice sloped angled pieces with rounded stuff there. Those are a really nice piece, really big. You get a couple of those. We have some other kind of details up top here, which is nice. And then as you can see, we have the Technic brick there, and because there's something on the other side, theoretically you could switch it between it. Looking towards the back, we do have this. You can see this is clipped on the kind of back door there, so that can be lowered and it can be kind of made into a ramp, but it's also so we can load the kind of cabin up with something, and you can put the kind of gurney or bed or whatever in there, and it kind of slides in and sits pretty good because of these sloped pieces with the like overhang there. So it does kind of lock in even though it doesn't stud down. We can see it might be a little bit hard to see, but these pieces have a bit that hangs over kind of where the tile is. So this slides in and then doesn't really slide back too much. It's not terribly difficult to get it out either. Just takes maybe a little bit of practice there. So we do have access for the back. It can kind of be a ramp. It could also be if this character is, studded down on the kind of bed here, the rescue workers could kind of load them up, carry them over here, and get them inside. I'm not sure if I have to take off their hat or take off their backpack to do this. I would hope not, but you may have to take off the backpack so they lie a little bit more flat there. So if I get this on, I can try to put the hat back on here, see if we can load them in. So that's not an issue there. I think there we go. We get those in there. And then we could put the backpack back there as well if we needed to, the flare, whatever. It's not ideal for that kind of stuff just because it does have the big openings on the side. So if the backpack is not like, put on something or put on the minifigure neck, it's a little bit difficult to get that in there. And I lost one of these rotor blades here, so we can flip that up. Good to get that. I wish there was a little more consideration for the size given the accessories. I think they did a good job of that up at the front, although for this set in particular, like, because they do come with the alternate hair pieces, which I'm very grateful for, and I think they should continue to do that, there's not a great place to like store the helmets or store the hair pieces, so it's it kind of is understandable that this other accessory for the hiker or whatever would need to be taken off for them to be loaded in here. Looking at the tail, again, really nice use of these high vis pieces, including kind of the keyhole pieces. We got some wings on the back or some fins on the back, and then we have another kind of rotor blade on the back here. Also some extra translucent bits for the light. And so then there's kind of some functionality, kind of some story stuff in here. The rotary blades do spin, so that's just on a Technic piece there, which is good. And they have a good amount of clearance. There is a issue with the canopy here that you can't lift it up nearly as high if it's under one of the blades, so you kind of have to go between them, and then you can get it up, very open, so that's not too much of an issue. So that's really good for play. This is super swooshable, super easy to handle, I would say. There's different ways to grip this and play with it, which is really nice. At the back, this could be rotated a little bit here depending on what the maybe weather conditions are, or where it's flying, or whatever else. So that's really nice. And then we have another thing here, which is kind of this winch, which I can see being kind of unraveled here. So this is pretty cool. We have a Lego string element here, and then we have a winch that is attached. So if we undo one of these, this string element has studs on either side, so that's really nice. And we can rotate this to unravel all of that. And then it also is studded down in the middle here of the kind of spool, I should say. So that's good. And then there's another bit here to stud down. And this can be used to kind of one of the rescue characters could rappel down from the helicopter to the mountainside and rescue the hiker there. So that's really, really good. And the way to do that is to kind of put this on the minifigure hand here. So they could kind of rappel down from the helicopter if the helicopter is maybe hovering just slightly above the ground or next to a mountain or something like that, some other precarious place where maybe the helicopter couldn't land super easily, and we could drop a rescue personnel down there to check, and then either the helicopter can maybe try to hoist them both up, or the helicopter could maybe find a nearby place to land, and then they could figure it out from there. So really cool to have that. I thought it was maybe going to interact with the backpack more, and I'm thinking the backpack type thing is maybe could be used for supplies. There's no real storage in it or anything like that, but it could be that this character has some, first aid equipment, medical equipment, or anything else in there that allows them to kind of help out anyone in need. So that's really cool. And you could have this person kind of on the side of the helicopter leaning out here. You can maybe stud them down before they rappel. There is a pass through from the kind of cockpit area to the cabin or in the back. It's not super easy to get through there, so with a little imagination you could get the character from the cockpit to the side of the helicopter to begin their descent while the helicopter hovers nearby. And I think that's a really fun plaything. I like this string a lot with the studs on either end there, and so that's pretty good. And overall, this is a neat little Lego set. I was very happy with this when I built it, and now coming back to it all these probably weeks or months later, it's still pretty fun for me and pretty impressive, and it's a kind of set that I would like Lego to do more of in the city line. I'm more partial to like EMTs, paramedics, emergency response people, and like fire rescue people and stuff like that. So I really like these, and I think there's some good stuff here. There's some play, there's some story, like a narrative in there, 3 minifigures, a pretty big size helicopter here. Actually, I was looking at a helicopter from a DC set recently, around the same time I built this. I built that other one, and they have some similarities in size actually, so I'll be reviewing that set in the near future here. But for this set, this emergency rescue helicopter, I do have the extra pieces here, so you get an extra that 1x1 in the high visibility yellow, extra flame piece for the flare, extra lever piece, some of those translucent 1x1s, a couple Technic pieces, hollow stud, translucent tile there. So those are your extra pieces. And this set is 226 pieces, and it retails for $20. 3 minifigures, good minifigures, you know, alternate face on this one, alternate hair pieces and helmets, some accessories there, and then we get this pretty sizable city helicopter here. It's not perfect, it's not flawless, you know, because of some of these gaps, and like doesn't have functioning doors, but that's a little bit much to expect from kind of a 6 wide vehicle. At least the majority of it is 6 wide. The blades obviously are a lot bigger, and I think we're out to like 10 at the kind of tail wings here. So you know, but I think at the most of this, the majority of the body here is about 6 wide, and you know, for over 200 pieces, $20, 3 minifigures feels really good. I think these could have been printed. They're not all on the same piece, however. This one under here is kind of on a panel piece that we put these slopes on, so I guess I understand why they're not printed. Potentially these ones on the side could have been. Those are on the same piece. But I think the value of this is really nice. I think this is technically, on the Lego website, it might say this is kind of part of the Lego City Great Vehicles, and I haven't figured out exactly what that means yet, but a lot of them seem to be kind of around the $20 price point there, and this is really nice. I think it's nice to get this instead of an ambulance or an off-road rescue vehicle, just to change something up. And this is a good size, 3 minifigures, tons of playability here, and it's a nice looking model too, except for kind of the gaps there and maybe the odd kind of color that you might see from some Technic pins in there. But overall, I think this is pretty great. This may be a set that goes on sale at some point. Yes, occasionally these $20 city sets can be found for 20% off, which would bring it $4 down, so about $16. I think that would be a great deal, you know, for 226 pieces. I bought this right as it released, which I don't know if it was the first of the year or when, but I bought this right away. I was pretty excited about it, and I thought $20 was very fair. It may be available on sale at certain stores by now. I'm not really sure, but I could see it going on sale in the future, and I think anything below $20 is probably pretty fair as well. So I had a lot of fun with this one, a lot of fun building it, playing with it, talking about it, and all of that good stuff. So very good. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more LEGO City sets, more helicopter sets that I have to look at, like that DC one, as well as tons of other LEGO sets from all different themes, all different shapes, size, price point, piece count, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of those upcoming LEGO videos. And if you want to support this channel, you can do that right here on YouTube with membership, supers, and thanks. And I have the Patreon, which is in the video description on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. And that's just another way to show additional support. I appreciate it. So thank you very much. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I would love to get there. I appreciate all the help. So I can't express my gratitude enough for all of the support. I really, really appreciate it. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.